Hello, hello, hello. It's Kathy Vidal at MyStompingSpot.com coming to you with Thankful Thursday. I am kind of experimenting here. I don't actually have a thank you gift today. We're going to make a card. Joel, you would grab me a stamp set with a thank you greeting, would you? I forgot that. I have not opened these yet. I have not used these yet. These are the Loveliest Layers decorative masks. So I thought, let's give them a try. Let's see what they look like. Maybe we can find something fun to do with these today. Let's see here. Oh, these are going to be flowers. Look at that. Okay. Interesting.
There's a few for you to choose from.
Thank you very much. So, gosh, I thought it was going to be all masking like this, but now maybe we will experiment with these. I brought this brush bouquet over. Hey, Marcia, how are you today, Betty? Ontario, hey, Pat, how are you? So my plan was, well, as much of a plan as I ever have. I have all of these scraps from cutting and designing classes, pieces I've been cutting, and I thought I'd use up some scraps today, and I kind of thought maybe I would take this multi-level, multi-stamped image on something long and do it on the Sweet Sorbet card base. So this is 8.5 by 5.5. It was pre-cut, so actually I should check to make sure it was half a sheet. Oh, I don't even think it is. Boy, that would really mess up my measurements, wouldn't it? Oh no, it is half a sheet. Okay. So my thought was, let's maybe put the floral image here with something going on in the background. Waiting for snow. We got off here to snow, but now it's kind of melting, Pat. Kind of sad. But now that I see these masks, I think we'll try something different. So, full disclaimer, I haven't seen these used. I have never opened them until today, so I don't know what we're going to wind up with. So let's give it a go. I have 2 pieces of white I'm cutting in case I make a mistake and it comes out looking really bad. I'm just going to do the traditional layer 4 by 5.25 to go on that Sweet Sorbet card base. Hi, how are you today? What's it like in Missouri today? Okay, so I have 2. Oh, it's going to be cold there. All right, I have to sit down, so I have some mini blending brushes, and I have a couple full-size ones. I have to sit down to do this, so I'm not going to see your comments for the next minute or 2. So like I said, I've never seen these, so I'm going to lay them out just to see what they look like, just to get an idea of how this is supposed to go. Okay, so I think these are probably, are you seeing these? Yeah, okay. I think these are the veins to the leaves, like that. And I think this probably adds dimension to our flower. That's what I think. So that's what I'm going to work with. So again, these are called the Loveliest Layers decorative masks. So let's see what we have here. I'm going to start with my biggest image here, and I'm going to do it in Flirty Flamingo. I don't know if these 2 colors match, Sweet Sorbet and Flirty Flamingo. I know the whole Valentine's suite was based around Petal Pink and Sweet Sorbet, but I'm going to see what this looks like. And actually, I think I'm going to just try it on scrap first, just to see what color we get here. Oh, it might be too dark for what I'm looking for. Let's match it up with this and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, I think that'll match okay. So that's what I'm going to do. Now you'll notice I went right into my dark, and that's okay. I'm just going to blend it off a bit so that there is little color. I'm also going to do something else here. To keep my mask from moving, you could use washi tape. I'm going to use sticky notes to hold it down because I tend to be a little rough. I'm a little bit of a bruiser. I grew up with 3 brothers, so I'm not the petitest flower in the world. I'm not as dainty as you may think. I'm sure I sound it. But with a lot of force, I don't want my actual mask to move. So I'm just kind of adhering it to my cardstock on the edges here, and that will help me keep it in place. Let me check the comments here. We got anything? Hey, Karen, how are you? Thanks for being here. You'd love to figure that out. Okay, so let's try this. See what this looks like. I don't know what these are. I suppose they're just supposed to be decorative berries or little splatters. You know how sometimes we do splatters? I'm assuming that's what they are. I'm going to do them in the Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so I want to point something out. Can you see that this is darker? What I did by mistake here was I started right on the stencil. You want to start off to the side and move over. That's how you get this more even tone. And on the stencil, your brush will automatically pick up ink as you go. See, I kind of did it there too. But it's okay. It'll be okay. I'm not worried about it. I just want to point out that that's what happened. The only other thing that you want to really be careful of is that you don't go off your mask. Since it is a different size, the paper underneath is a different size. You want to make sure you kind of stay in the one place. You don't want to come off the edge and not have your nice white border. Okay, I'm going to bring this inside because I really do want to darken this up quite a bit. Like this. So the thing with blending is, just like your blends markers, it's not a quick one and done. A stamp is one and done. This is more kind of playing, taking your time, layering the color. The most beautiful images you create will have multiple layers of color on them. So you have to be patient. This is not a project you do 5 minutes before you're heading out the door with the birthday card. Lord knows we've all done those projects, but this is not one of them. Okay, I just made the mistake. I went off and got it on the border. That's okay, I'll trim it down. Or I'll figure something else out. Ooh, I just thought of something else. Put this piece of scrap under here. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to color that border so that when it's all done, we have a nice border. We don't even have to use a separate piece of cardstock. How about that? Do it nice and bright, like this. I'm going to pull this one out, put that back down, pick this one up. You didn't think you were getting out of here quick today, did you? Not a quick day. Not when you're doing this kind of project. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Wait till I take this stencil off and you see how pretty that is. Okay, move this one over. Put this one in here. Joelle's looking at me from afar like I'm a little crazy. I'm not sure what she's thinking over there. So she's looking. She's thinking, what am I going to have to cut next? What mess am I going to have to clean up next? That's what she's thinking to herself. God bless Joelle. Telling you, you all should get yourself a Joelle.
Mm-hmm. I should.
Just not my Joelle. Okay. I'm going to call that done on that Flirty Flamingo ink. Now I'm going to bring in the Sweet Sorbet, and I'm going to remove this one like this. So I'm just going to make sure this is taped down good, and we'll go to our next image. So I'm going to just use this scrap to clean my brush just a little bit, like this. Okay, and then how do we want to line this up? I'm going to line up the center circle, I think. Can you see that? It's not a full circle, so I'm going to kind of line up the edge of it, and I think that kind of lines up the dots, which are not complete dots. And I'm going to move my masks. You don't have to do this if you have confidence in your grip. I just tend to be a little ADD sometimes and I forget what I'm doing. Okay, so this is my Sweet Sorbet. Now let's go add this. No, Charlie, you can't play. I'm sorry. I know. I know. Say hello, Charlie. You guys probably can't see Charlie. Yeah. Charlie's trying desperately to get in the camera.
Charlie.
Okay. Mommy's been busy the past couple days, and Charlie is missing his mama. He wants some couch time. He's like a little baby. Okay, I'm going to try to leave that there and see what we think. I'm going to close this up. Okay. Hey, Linda, how are you? Linda, I saw you called. I will get back to you. I apologize. I haven't yet. Busy couple days. I was trying to get my Valentine class out, and my printer went awry. And boy, there were some choice words coming out of my mouth. Ooh, look at that. And look at the border all around it. Isn't that so cool? All right, now, these need to be wiped down. I'm going to grab my chamois cloth and wipe these down a little. I will take them to a sink to clean them up good, but this is just so that I don't transfer the color onto anything. We'll put that aside. Okay, now we're going to do some green. So, let's see. Do we want to get funky here, or do we want to do... let's see. I think I like mint macaron with these colors, I think. And what should the darker color be? You know what? I'm going to try Bermuda Bay. I have no idea what this is going to look like, so we're going to test it. Because I'm not sure I'm going to like it with those, but I want to be different. I don't want to do the traditional green. So let's see what this looks like. So I'm using a blue one. I'm going to put it in the mint macaron first. And we'll just try this out. Now this is this is the mini blending brush. It's for smaller areas. So there's my mint. And let's pick up the... Oh, nope, I don't like those. Okay. Glad I tested that one. I don't like that. Let's see. Mint macaron, and I need a darker one. How about... Let's try the Evening Evergreen. See what that looks like. Okay. Oh, that's really dark. Holy smokes, that picked up a lot of ink. But I do like those two together, so I am going to use those together. But, holy smokes. I must have just re-inked this pad. Okay, I'm going to take that to wash it because that has a tremendous amount of ink in it. Let's come back over here and do the light color in Mint Macaron, like this. And again, I'm going to just use a couple stickies. So one good thing about having done this pink border is I know exactly where to line this up. That was convenient, not planned. Okay, let's start with our Mint Macaron. Come in here and get our leaves done. Like this. Now again, see I started on the paper instead of on the side, so you get that blotchier look. If you start on the side before you start on the paper, and if you start on the paper, then you have to continue to start on the paper so that it's a little more even toned. The one good thing about this is because we're laying over another color on top of it, the blotchy doesn't show as much. Spruce, I thought about spruce. Maybe I'll look at that. Oh, Joelle, is spruce in a bucket over there? I looked at the spruce ink, shaded spruce, and it wasn't in my rack right here of inks, which is why I didn't grab it. But you know what? I might have one in my drawer. Oh, I found one.
Okay, I would say you don't have it in a bucket here.
Yep, you know what? They all wound up in my drawer. Okay, I'm going to bring these in just a little bit deeper. And on this scrap, I'm going to try the shaded spruce with this to see if I like it. And if not, we'll go with the evergreen. I actually think I like the evening evergreen better than the shaded spruce. These are kind of more muted. This is a little brighter. Just Jade, that's an old color. We don't have Just Jade anymore, Betty. Sadly. Sadly, sadly. Okay. Now this guy, I need just the little tiniest. This is the evening evergreen. Because it seems to be coming out like gangbusters on me. Okay. I'm going to just lay this over like this. I did love that Just Jade. I was saying to people for the longest time it was my favorite green that we had ever had. So I'm tapping this off on the scrap paper to keep it from being, whoops, too dark. There we go. Now these are a little harder. I did touch my edge here. I don't know if you can see that. I don't think it'll be too dramatic, but... Oh, cool. Look at that. How about that? That's pretty, isn't it? Almost has a little watercolor look. I'm going to take my chamois and just get the bulk of this color off. Now, like I said, I am going to have to wash it, but just so that I don't transfer that color everywhere. Okay, wait my fingers here. I'm going to put my blending brushes aside because I do think I'm done with those. And let's tap into our, those are the colors we used. Put my shaded spruce there. Let's tap into my cut pieces. Cute, right? Here's a trick though. If I put this here, I can put a banner over that. Isn't that pretty? What do you think? All right, let's see what I have for banners and greetings. So this is the other piece that came with it. Kind of does just a background. That's really cute. Almost like a trellis, like it's a flower growing up a trellis. Just stick these away so I don't get that color everywhere. So different than where I started. I was starting with this. I was going to do this image, but that's okay. All right, we have a few sets with thank yous. Let's see. Let's grab some shapes here. So we have some narrow banners. Ooh, we have this cute little tag, but that's awful big. It takes away, I think. I even brought this over. Have you seen this? This is the new cane embossing folder. It's really pretty. I brought that over. I was thinking of using that. Going through my scraps over here. Let's see. What else? What else? Do you guys do this? Do you have just a whole bunch of extra pieces laying around? I think that is just so big. Don't mind me. I'm searching. Searching for just the right thing. But I don't seem to be finding it here. Just looking for something a little bit smaller. Alright, well, you know what I think? I think I'm going to go to my double oval punch. Which would be, where would that be? Where would that be? It's here somewhere. Found it. I think this is a good size. So, what is going to fit? I think that thanks will fit right in there. Let's do that in this darker sweet sorbet color. On a piece of scrap. Joelle.
Yes.
You would be kind enough to grab me a piece of Flirty Flamingo cardstock, would you? Okay. Here's a trick when you have photopolymer. They tend to bend. You can manipulate them very easily. So I lay it down because it tends to take that flatter stance. And let's see. Right about there. Thank you.
What size you need, but
That's perfect. Okay. Thank you. Oh, my piece isn't quite long enough. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Yes, go back and watch the replay because this is not what I started with at all. I was going in a completely different direction, but you know, sometimes it happens. Okay, see, I'm going to save that for something else. It's going to go in my pile. A little scrap bin. Joelle, you would grab my scrap bin over there at Die Cuts, would you? The plastic tote. There we go. I think I like that.
To assemble it for you?
This is what I keep when we're die cutting massive amounts for classes and we have pieces that are left over. Oh, we got a die in here, Joelle. Rectangular die.
Nice. Oh, yep, that's from the Valentine's.
This is what I do with them. I keep them just in little bags in this tub, and I try to remember to use them when designing so that I don't waste it. Okay. Let's start adhering here. Almost out of adhesive. I love the border on this card. The way that came out. This is a piece of scrap paper. It doesn't have a nice finished edge really, but we're making it work. All just from the border. So this was a standard 4 by 5 1/4 that I put the mask on, and I just scented it to get that Flirty Flamingo all around the edge. Okay, so you know what? Oh, you're welcome, Carla. Hey, Barbara, how are you? So, metallics are still so hot. And I'm going to add a little gold metallic to this card. Because, hey, why not? These are the Simply Elegant trim. This one has not been opened. Oh, who's done that before? You unwind it the wrong way. I mean, really, there's no fixing that. She says as she gets it fixed. Woohoo! It's the little things in life. Okay, I don't need much. Just a little bit. There's all different ways you can add this trim. I'll show you how I like to do it, but everybody's different. I like to load the back with lots of dimensionals. Like this. Way more than I normally would. If you watch me regularly, you know it's usually 1 or 2 depending on the size. But load the back with dimensionals. You could do glue dots. You could do adhesive, although this stuff doesn't stick with the adhesive very well. The glue dots or the dimensionals are the best way to get that to stick well. And then what I do is I just kind of adhere it like this, kind of haphazardly, like this. No particular way, just loop it back and forth. And this piece we may just, I don't know, we may need to cut that off. Maybe I'll stick it there. Now, if you're concerned at all about whether or not that's going to stick to the card, just add another 1 or 2 dimensionals in there, like this, and you will have plenty of stick. And I can cover my green boo-boo. There we go. I think we need a gem. Let's see what we have for some gems. I like these iridescent sequin gems. I'm going to add those. Just a couple, not a lot. And there we go. Voila! There is our Thankful Thursday. What do you think? Came out cute, huh? For an unplanned? If you added some glossy accents to the dots, they'd look like jewels. Oh, these ones. I know. How about... They might have been cuter in a third color. I don't know. But how about a little Wink of Stella? We'll add a little Wink of Stella to those. Could have done them in green even. They kind of remind me of berries at Christmas. There we go. All right, that's what I have. That is what I have for you. This is the end of the Make and Takes. I apologize if you've ordered and you haven't received yours yet. They are on their way. $35 prior to shipping and handling. We'll get you these 4 beautiful cards. Everything you need. Fussy cotton and an ink pad. And adhesive is all you need for that. Stamp Club by mail. Joelle, did you pick up those cards?
I didn't touch any cards.
Oh, they're right here. Stamp Club by mail. You get a half pack. You get a full roll of the beautiful Night of Navy ribbon. You get a full package of the adhesive back milky dots. You get a full pack of this paper. I said half. It's a full pack of the Regency Park DSP. And then you get, all that comes to $29, by the way. The cost of the class is only $28. And then you get the 8 card kits on top of it using the pretty DSPs. Look at the details and the little flowers that you add on to that. And then you get this fun fold. Whoop. Whoop. I just think that's so cute. All right. Well, thank you for being here today. All the links are posted up the top. And if you're a local person and you're in person and you want to do the big 12-card retreat plus the sampler, the link is up there. And I think that's it. I will see you tomorrow for Fun Fold Friday. Stay safe where you are. Stay warm. And keep these masks in mind. They're a lot cuter than I thought they would be. Really love them. All right. Have a good one. Bye.